Hi everyone, my name is Maddie, your A Cotton Sock, and welcome to a Sims 3 Sunset Valley Townie Makeover featuring Bisou Sims or Anthony. This is a collaboration with Bisou Sims, which of course I will leave a link to in the description box below. He did a makeover on Agnes. I did one as well, and drama may or may not have unfolded when I saw his makeover because I'm shooketh at how beautiful she is. Truly a million times better than mine, honestly. As always, when I do these creative sims, I will leave a CC list and a Tumblr post where you can download Miss Agnes, a .sims 3 pack or a .sim pack, which means you can open her up right in your creative sim, or you can drag and drop her and replace her with Agnes that is currently in your game. It is whatever you desire to do with her. I had sort of a thing. I wanted to maintain her original style and look. I didn't want her to look, I know she's a young adult, so technically you could dress her up in, like, you know, contemporary young adult clothing, but I think with Agnes, she has sort of a look to her. Obviously, she is related to the Goth family. She is actually Cornelia's sister. And I think by virtue of Agnes being a part of the Goth lineage, she just always looks... All the Goths have sort of a look to them, like a Gothic look, if you will. I mean, it makes sense, right? Their last name is literally Goth. So when you see her final outfit, if you saw in the thumbnail a little bit of what she looks like, I tried to keep that sort of like black clothing color scheme, dark lips, contrasting her very fair skin, that sort of thing. I also didn't really want to change her facial features. That's a big thing I'm a proponent of. No matter how busted up a sim looks in my game, I will never change a facial feature unless they have a slider that's like glitching out, or they, you know, the slider. Sometimes with some sliders, you just know they add weird shadows to the Sim's face. You have to see it to know what I'm talking about. But that's the only circumstance in which I'll change a Sim's face, at least in my own gameplay. I like all my Sims to look different and to look unique. I just ate dinner, so my throat is getting dry. One moment, please. I was also watching House, the show, while I was making her, so there might be some moments where the show got juicy and I had to stop what I was doing and pay attention, you know, getting easily distracted. Here you can see me very minimally changing her eyebrows. I think I end up darkening them a little bit further later down the line. This sim does have a couple of custom sliders, which I link to all my sliders. There's like this giant master post that Euromut, the creator, laid out, so that's where I get all my sliders from. But here's me just changing the undertone to her skin. I kept her skin just as light as it was before, but I gave her less of a pink undertone and more of like a neutral one, because the swatch she had before was super pinky. That default skin that's at like the bottom of the skin list, it is so pink, and I think she'd have more. I mean, granted, this skin she has now still has that pink undertone, but now I'm just choosing a hair for her. I went through my whole catalog. I did not realize how many hairs I actually have in my game. I think it's these kind of videos make me realize the amount of hairs I have is probably way too much. I'm never gonna be able to use all of the hairs I have. I put her in like this cute little bralette, but it was looking a little too scandalous for me a little while, so I changed her into a Sims 3 store swimsuit, and I'm still messing with her hair. The hair is the thing I took the longest, because her hair is like her prettiest, most beautiful feature, I would say. She has this beautiful golden blonde hair. I did darken up her roots because as someone who had very light hair, your roots as a blonde are always darker than the rest of your hair. At least majority of people that have light blonde hair like this, the roots are always a little bit darker, and her hair before was a little too one tone with the hair I ended up settling on. So to add a little bit of contrast, I did very slightly darken her roots, but not like to an extreme amount. I do think she's a natural blonde if I had to guess from just looking at her. I don't think that her hair is like artificially dyed blonde. I don't know, but now I'm kind of thinking about it, because her sister Cornelia has brown hair. So I don't know, here's the hair I ended up settling on. You can see me darkening the roots right here, and I was playing around if I wanted to darken the rest, but no, I just did the roots. And here I am matching her eyebrows, or actually I don't think I matched them, I think I just made them brown. And her best feature in addition to her hair is her eyes. She has such sultry eyes. They're so pretty, especially with eyelashes on. They are absolutely stunning. I love them so much. And here you can really just see me kind of messing around with the eyelash slider. The eyelash slider is from S Club. That's my favorite eyelashes. And now we're doing some makeup. I added some freckles to her face just to kind of add a little bit of, you know, a little bit of spice, give her a couple of freckles on her face. And here's me. Nose masks always look crazy when you first put them on the sim, but then you gotta let it marinate. You gotta let it cook. You gotta let me match it. I will take 2 hours to match a nose mask without fail every single time. It's just the fun part of using a nose mask. If you don't own a nose mask, it basically gives your sim a little bit more definition to their nose. And here's me doing her lipstick. This is a brand new lipstick. I just got it off Tumblr. It is so beautiful. It's actually a Sims 4 to Sims 3 conversion, which I think if you look at it, you can tell it's a Sims 4 lipstick, but it still looks so beautiful. Here's me doing her contacts. These are my favorite Sims 3 contacts. They are Reverie by Tycho Sims on Tumblr. And I just put some blush on her. And the look at this point is really coming together. I didn't know if I wanted to do eyeshadow. I ended up not going with it. And then I did a thin eyeliner for her, but that is pretty much all I did for her makeup. Very simple, just some eyelashes, a lippy, and a nose mask. That's really all she needs. She's very beautiful. Like I said, minimal changes to her face is what I was after. I didn't want to completely change what she looked like. And here's me picking out her outfit. Actually, when I was trying to put her in to an outfit just to see like what the sliders did to her body, I found this really pretty long skirt that really gave me Agnes and kind of kept her original Sims 3 style. You know, she's wearing that originally, that long like knee length skirt. So this kind of harkens back to that. And then here is what I ended up going with. It didn't take me very long to find her clothing. I kind of already had an idea, but like I said, I really wanted to maintain her original style, you know, that like gothic modern style she has going on. And I think I can perfectly see somebody that looks like her living in the house and being from the family that she is, which is the Goth family. So there you go. That is her final outfit. And I put her in some black sandals. Wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use, but I ended up going with these ones. And then of course the accessories, I went with these really cute little glasses. These are by Sophia on Tumblr. She came out with this glasses set a while ago, and I literally put them on almost every single sim I have. It's such an amazing glasses set. Like, you need it. You can see the icons there. They're all from the same pack. And then I'm putting her in some earrings, kind of seeing what looks good. I wasn't sure if she was a silver girly or a gold girly. I think she can rock both silver and gold, which I know for me, I'm like silver, like I look weird in gold. So she can rock both. So I ended up putting her in gold because I think it looks bougie and looks nice on her skin tone. So I wasn't sure if I want to give her a necklace. I don't think I ended up giving her one. I did give her, oh, this is my favorite part. So Agnes's lore, if you don't know, she had a husband named Eric Darling who died mysteriously on their honeymoon. He actually died from drowning. And Agnes, you know, since she's a widow, she would have had a wedding ring at some point. So I have this wedding ring, not the one from Sims 3 base game, but I have a CC wedding ring that I got off Tumblr. I think it's also by Sophia. Sophia's getting her screen time today. She made a pack of wedding rings, and you can see here. And I really wanted to make the inset gem on the wedding ring. I wanted to make it like black because, you know, she's got a gothic sort of style to her. Unfortunately, I couldn't adjust the inner diamond inset diamond ring, but I tried to add some of that black like accents to it. Here's me putting on some rings, and I give her some stockings as well, if you saw when I did that earlier. But black nails, of course, perfect for Agnes. And I gave her some gold rings to match her gold earrings. And that was pretty much Miss Agnes. Here's Miss Agnes in game, me kind of posing her, trying to get some good pictures and thumbnail Maybe this was a thumbnail, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. But I hope you did all enjoy this collaboration. Go check out Bisou Sims's. He killed it, seriously. There's no drama, by the way. That was clickbait. I'm sorry. I hope the video quality warranted me clickbaiting you. There's no drama between us. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next one, and peace out.